Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Eau de Treasure. This is Steven, and in this episode, I'm going to try a modern fragrance that I've had sitting around for a while. You guys saw me unpack this in a previous video, and I said I was going to go through those fragrances and try them out. This one is sealed. I bought this one a couple years ago, and it's just been sitting around, and I've never tried it before. You guys know what this is, I'm sure, because this is a very popular line, Encre Noire from Lalique, and this is the Encre Noire Sport version. And I'll tell you something, I have never tried any of these before. I've never tried Encre Noire. Not the original one, not the Sport, not the La Extreme version, or the new one, Indigo. I know there's a ladies version too. Haven't tried any of them until right now in this video. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my first impressions of Lalique Encre Noire Sport and see if I like it or not. If you're wondering why I would buy fragrances and have them sitting around sealed without ever opening them, it's a long story and I don't want to waste too much time in the video. Maybe I'll explain in another video. So you can pick it up by the cap. It hasn't fallen yet. Everything is really black in there. Lalique is a company that, in my opinion, they're a good fragrance company, a good fragrance house that makes fragrances, good quality fragrances for a low price. Lalique now is the company behind the Bentley fragrances. They also make the Samurai fragrances. They make the Lalique Pour Homme, Lalique White. A lot of those fragrances are really popular. And this line, the Encre Noire line. The original one came out in 2006, and this one was released in 2013. The perfumer is Natalie Lorson on this line, and she has really made some bangers. She is behind the Bentley for Men and Bentley for Men Intense. She also did some nice ones for Givenchy. She did the modern Givenchy Gentleman line, the one that smells like Dior Homme. But I wonder when this was produced. Probably, my guess is 2020. The batch code on this one is J0F21. Look this one up. This one is June of 2021. The packaging is pretty nice. It comes in this hefty glass cube. It's a glass cube where the cap, I'm not sure if it's real wood. Maybe it is wood. It's like a light wood. It could be plastic, but feels like wood in my hand. Yeah, it's a light wood. Snaps into place. Yeah, pretty cool packaging. And I like that color. You can see the color behind with the box behind it there. It's like a light green, a bluish green type color. So modern fragrance and a recent production date. Nothing vintage here, guys, but let's try this one out, and I'm finally going to see what the Encre Noire hype is all about. The original Encre Noire is a woody, spicy fragrance. At least that's what the reviews say. I looked on Fragrantica, read up on this one before I'm trying it out now, and most of the comments say that this is just a fresher take on that original Encre Noire DNA. Now let's give a sniff here and see what it smells like. I smell some citruses, smell some woods. I'm not getting blown away by anything amazing, but that's not what I expect. I just want to see what is so popular about this one. I mean, everybody seems to love it. I think it's because it's so cheap. I got this for like $24 or $25 a few years ago. I still think that's the price. At least that's what the prices I just saw on the internet were. I just looked on eBay, and I know eBay isn't the end-all be-all place for all fragrance prices, but to me that's just the easiest place to see what a basic price is on a fragrance, and you can still get the original one, you can still get this one, they're $24 or $25. I'll read you off the notes according to Fragrantica. You have grapefruit, bergamot, and nutmeg for the top notes. In the middle notes you have cypress, watery notes, and lavender. And in the base, you have bourbon vetiver, Haitian vetiver, cashmere, wood, and musk. What I'm noticing the most right now, a couple minutes after I sprayed this, is the citruses. I can sense the grapefruit, I can sense the bergamot, and I do sense the vetiver. I do sense the mid and the base notes kind of in the background that are starting to come forward now. The original one, the original Encre Noire, just has a few notes listed. It just has the vetiver, cypress. It doesn't have any citruses, so I'm guessing that this one just has the added citrus that gives it kind of a fresher or lighter take. It's a little bit early to tell, but I feel like the performance is really not there for me. It's not really projecting that much. I'm kind of waving my hand around in this spot that I sprayed a couple times. It's not really projecting much off it. I mean, that's just from what I can tell right here. I really do like the quality that I'm smelling though. It does smell like a great quality fragrance, like a designer fragrance, something like Dolce Gabbana. It smells like, you know, like the grapefruit in Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Forever. It's not as strong as that. The woody notes in the background remind me of some other fragrances. This came out in 2013. I have to feel like Natalie Lorson was trying to go for maybe go for the Bleu de Chanel type thing. But I don't know. It's missing something that would make it more of a blue fragrance. But it does have that citrus up top, the grapefruit. Then it dries down to something with depth. It has a woody base. Remember, there's lavender and there are watery notes in it to kind of give it that lighter and clean, somewhat masculine scent. At this point, yeah, I've been walking around and coming back to the video here. It's been just about 10 minutes since I sprayed it. It's drying down and it doesn't really smell like any great performance. And I don't know if this needs time to macerate or anything like that. This is a major brand. These things are bottled and sitting in a warehouse for a while, I guess, before they get shipped out. I want something that's has a little bit more projection. It's a little bit louder than this. This is something that I would just give a lot of extra sprays on if I wanted to stand out when I go out in the heat. And I did say heat. I think this is good for spring, summer, or fall. I don't really see this as a winter fragrance because it's just kind of light. I may come back to this. I may wear this around for a week and just add another minute to the end of the video and tell you how I feel after a week. But for right now, I like this. I would recommend this as a fresh citrus fragrance that has depth, that has a woody, almost a pine depth to it in the background once it dries down. And for the price, it's a no-brainer. 25 bucks is fantastic. Encre Noire Sport, my initial first sprays with the Encre Noire line. I'm curious to try the regular one now. What do you guys think of Encre Noire? Let me know in the comments, and please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I usually talk about discontinued vintage, rare and interesting fragrances, and this is just an interesting fragrance discovery for me that you guys have all tried before, but I haven't yet until now. Hey guys, Steven from the future coming back just to finish up this episode. I've been wearing this for about a week. I just wanted to give you my final thoughts on Encre Noire Sport. I do think that the scent is very nice. It is a citrus, grapefruit opening, then it dries down to something like a piney vetiver, like a woody, I guess it's the cypress note. Although it smells very nice, I'm not going to be wearing this because the performance just is not there for me. I spray this on my hand, my arms, and then I would go out and I would just try to smell it. I don't smell it projecting much at all. And I have to kind of wave my hand in front of my face just to get a whiff of it. And then that's like the first hour. After the first hour into the second hour, I just have to put my nose to my hand, my nose to my skin just to smell it. I sprayed it on clothes and it's just very light for me. So if this fragrance works for you, that's great. I really do like the scent. I understand what is appealing about this one. Now I kind of know why it's just 25 bucks. It's just not really, this just doesn't perform as well as I want it to. And I need stuff that performs really well for me to enjoy it. I want to smell it in the air around. You might say that I'm getting nose blind to this, but I don't think so because I compared it hand to hand to this one. And I've featured this one on my channel before. This is Vibrant Leather Parfum de Liberté from Zara, and these two have somewhat similar profiles. They both have a grapefruit opening, and then they dry down to something that is more earthy. And this one just projects and performs better for me, so I like this one more than this one. This one does smell a little bit higher quality, more natural, and that's great, but the performance, it just doesn't do it for me. So that's all I have to say about Encre Noire Sport. It's a nice fragrance. I just won't be wearing it because I just don't get great performance from it. It's kind of weak. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then, take care.